What's going on? I'm pretty much kind of stuck in traffic a little bit, so I decided that I would go live because I'm in traffic. So I'll show you what's going. A little bit about StreamYard on the mobile. I hope that you could see what I'm facing here. It's a lot of traffic. But the thing is that what I wanted to talk to you today was about post-traumatic poverty disorder. Okay, you know, this is what I was thinking about when I was driving. A lot of people have a fear of indecision, and it's based off of how they grew up, and usually it's associated with their parents being in poverty, they themselves overcoming that. They have a little money, they have a job, even a long career, but they have a lot of family members, a lot of friends, people they know, news stories they read, articles they read that basically point them into direction of a fear of poverty. People very much they have this fear of poverty. And I understand it. That fear of poverty drives you to get up to go to work every day. I get it. I understand. But the thing about it is that fear goes into trauma and unresolved trauma because same people, they have financial success, but they make certain decisions based off of the trauma that they experience. They're trying to be perfectionists to not have to do what they saw their father do, mother do, family member do, other people do. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I get it. And then, it's a certain level of ego involved with that because it's like people literally will blow themselves away. I went from 0 to 60, 0 to 100 because, I went real black pill real quick. You notice that, real dark. People will literally commit suicide because they failed financially. Okay, this happens every day across America. People literally blow themselves away because the embarrassment of having to lose a house, lose money, file divorce, and then lose money and all this other stuff. Everything associated with financial, it's like, let's just call it financial embarrassment. A lot of people are too ashamed to be embarrassed by just basically not having any money or losing money. I'm gonna tell you, obviously, you do know that. I mean, the name of my channel. I am not. I get embarrassed. Don't get me wrong. I'm only human, but I am. I basically face my financial embarrassment. Okay, by being very upfront and straightforward about my finances. Okay. And the thing about it is the reason why is partly because of that. And then another thing is that it's not an image, it's not a competition to me. It's not a competition because um I'm people on average are in debt. Okay, people on average are broke. So it's if you break down the statistics, it's nothing for me to like feel ashamed of. Everybody else is actually statistically broke. The stats, if you break down all of the stats, it points a direction of a lot of people that are financially basically insolvent. Okay, so it's like, I mean, you got people that actually they want to pretend as if they're not financially insolvent and carry an image in a certain level of embarrassment when I guess the image comes out to be where they're not financially insolvent. That fear drives them to make certain indecisions, like basically not making a decision about having children, buying a house. Just it just takes them away from living a fulfilled life because they're associating the trauma that they had to endure, the trauma that they endure from their parents. And it's like, yeah, I most of my peers, I mean, let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. Like most black people that I know of, I mean, just my peers, are first generation, like educated in many cases, as far as they got a degree or even went to college. A lot of cases even finished high school. You know, people that have actually worked in certain fields and stuff like that. I mean, it's like a wide variety of people that I know that they just, their parents just really didn't have that much. And then they're able to have a lot more, than what their parents had. And it's like even them, by not being, basically turn this camera around. By them not being, able to make decisions are just taking them away from living a fulfilled life. And it's like, you know this person, like they got $100,000 in the bank account. They got $200,000 in the bank account, $300,000 in the bank account with retirement plans and this plan and that plan with also Social Security, but they're so frightened of what they had to endure as a child, as a teenager, in their early adulthood, that they're petrified of making decisions. And then they're getting older and older, and it's like, man, I mean, that's post-traumatic poverty disorder. That ain't nothing but post-traumatic poverty disorder, because they're looking at it as they only have so much. They don't look at the world basically with abundance. Okay, they look at it like, I got what I got. I'm on this ship, and this is all I got, and that's it. And I understand that concept. That concept is a very safe concept to have. But that concept, it limits you to financial gain. You basically not risk averse. Basically, what I'm going in is, you're not able to take hardly any risk whatsoever. And it's a safe play, but at the same time, where everybody else is kind of growing their wealth for their family, for themselves, this same person is just kind of stagnant. They just kind of really not living a fulfilled life because they went through so much childhood trauma, poverty, and then even, you go into the other stuff as far as, abuse and neglect and stuff like that. You got a lot of times those things are associated with that, with poverty. So I mean, all I can say is with that, you got basically you gotta go see a therapist, man. Go see somebody to talk about, why you are fearful of certain experiences and not really living a fulfilled life. You got to go see a therapist about that. Now, with the money thing, as far as decision making and stuff like that, a lot of times, a lot of you guys and girls are one-trick ponies. Okay, you're one-trick ponies. You work a job, okay, But that's just it. What's going on, Sir Anthony? You just okay with being a worker bee, and that's fine. But I mean, you could be another type of bee. You could be the investor bee, the business bee. I mean, like right now, I mean, I'm not saying everybody got to be like me, but I'm leaving my job. I'm going to my property to meet an electrician. Okay, if I was just a worker bee, I would just be like, you know what? I make everything based off of my job right now, and that's it. And everything is, job, and this, and that's the typical, mindset, and I get it. But like I said, I look at that as being a one-trick pony. You just work your job, you go home, and take care of whatever responsibilities you have, and rinse and repeat. Well, the thing about it is, I take my job to take my money that I make from my job, take $1 and turn it into at least $2. That's how I think. Okay. Now, I'm not saying it's easy to do that, but I can help with that. My book, The Millionaire Savings Plan, can help with that. But I can't help you with trauma. I can't